All right, everyone, welcome to today's recap. I hope you all are doing well. Today is a green day. As you guys can tell by the title, it is a red to green day. And I was actually deep in the red at the start of the morning. So I made a nice recovery. And it was partially due to an error, a technical error. I went in with too much size accidentally. I pressed the wrong hotkey. And unfortunately, that caused me to go pretty deep into the red. We'll go over it right now. The first stock I traded was MYSE. This stock has a float of 4.03 million shares. So pretty low float. And it did have news about US firms chase AI pivots as markets reward and punish a growing number of companies. I don't know what that is supposed to mean for them, but clearly this was a well-received headline. So let me look and see if there was another headline earlier. Oh, sorry. Rises after rebranding to Myzium.ai. And so I woke up a little later today. I didn't trade this pullback right here, which I think I would have because this was a very clean setup right here. Off of the 9 EMA, MACD was open, just starting to pull away really. But I did not get that. I didn't get this move. And so I was already sort of starting to feel a little bit of FOMO for kind of missing that just because I woke up later today. Usually that wouldn't be the case if it made a move at 4 a.m. because I don't wake up then, so it wouldn't be as much of like, oh, well, I missed this move. Um, Anyways, my first trade was I believe, break over this pivot right here, or actually more of a flat top breakout. We had tapped this level multiple times here. Or no, I was taking a dip off of 50. I apologize. A dip off of 50, but I was looking for the break over this flat top here. And we did get that. However, you guys will see it actually doesn't work as well as I was hoping for it to. So for a moment, I was well in the green, unrealized. And as it broke, I'm thinking, okay, let me hold. Let's see if we can make a move back to the high of day. So we're at 75, up 20 cents. And it starts dipping down and goes below my entry. And I'm like, wow, what a terrible topping tail. But this could have been, this should have been expected considering this topping tail here, this topping tail, this topping tail. And we had plenty of other ones. You can see on the 5-minute as well. However, I thought we were going to pull away, and we didn't really get as clean of follow through as I was expecting. But anyways, that could have been the indicator to maybe step away, leave this stock alone. I thought that was a good entry. Although I did enter at the top of that candle, that wasn't a very good in that sense. But once I was in the profit, I felt a little more at ease. But nonetheless, this is a huge topping tail, and we do have this rejection here. And this stock just has proven that it will reject and reject time and time again. So once it does it one time, it'll do it again. Not long after, I take another trade here. This is the one where I jumped in with 80 shares on accident. And once again, entering at the top of the candle, which I usually don't do, and it is not a good thing to do at all. It's never a good thing. So I end up losing about $16 on that, which, yes, is very close to my max loss. Well, it's pretty much at my max loss. And after this, I sort of revenge traded. And I was thinking like, well, I just took a trade with 80 shares, and now I'm down. Like, I didn't mean to take 80 shares. I meant to take 40. Now, granted, that still would be a loss, but it would be half the size. Yeah. So I was very surprised that I took that size. But I did take more trades on this, unfortunately, and I dug my hole deeper. That's not what you need to do in this situation, but I did anyways. So right here we have an entry that really isn't a great one. Right after a false breakout and two topping tails, I I know this is not a good entry, and going in with 80 shares is like, what am I thinking? And so, as it struggles here, I get out break even on that trade. Whatever. Not the end of the world. I don't really care. However, I jump in here. This time, at least, I'm at the low of this next candle. I don't like to get in at the top of other candles. It just, if I'm getting in as the stock is already pulling away, a lot of the times I end up top ticking and then selling way lower. Uh, Sometimes even right next to the low of the candle. So I don't like buying. I like buying in on dips. So I like buying in on the micro pullbacks. Though that's where I really do well. And I told myself that's what I was going to do today, but I completely threw that out the window. I quite frankly just forgot, to be honest with you guys. So this right here is a prime example of why I don't like buying in if it's not at the low. Especially, I mean, this is different if it's on a stock that has shown really clean price action, but this stock has clearly not shown that. We have a false breakout here, a huge red doji candle, red shooting star, another red doji, then like many like topping tails here, huge rejection, shooting star, false, all these false breakouts, another false breakout, huge rejection candle, two topping tail, like I mean, really, another red shooting star. This stock has just proven that it is not one that likes to pull away, and when it does, you can expect a shooting star or a topping tail sooner or later. Not that, other stocks won't, but this stock has consistently and more than usual produced these shooting star candles and rejection candles. So just in this trade, I lost about $24, which equates to, I believe, about 27 cents a share. So really not a good trade at all. And if you look at this candle, it's the same exact one we got right here. So should I have seen it coming? I suppose. Could it have gone and made new highs? Yes, it could have, but based on the past price action, I shouldn't have had high expectations for it. So I won't lie, this next trade was very risky. I'm jumping in on a more expensive stock. Had this rejected fully, I could have waited for the dip, but it started to pull away there, and I think I just sort of FOMO'd in, to be quite honest. But was able to get $1 out of this one. A little bit more than, yeah, almost $1 a share out of that trade right there, and I could have held it a little bit longer. This thing, and just in this candle, went absolutely crazy. You'll see right here. Jeez, bro, all the way up to 30, and I'm over here selling at 25. Now it does dip that back down for a moment, but I believe I would have sold it. I mean, no, I can't say because I didn't, but you know, an extra $6. I mean, well, $5 from my entry, really. And so I jump back in here with 8 shares, and I do manage to get out of there almost, we'll break even, but for a small winner, actually 34 cents, but higher price stock. So now I'm essentially back at break even, $40 on this, down $40 on MYSE. So I'm down 60 cents on the day, not bad. And this is super risky trading. I have to be completely honest with you guys, but at least I'm jumping with 8 shares here, so the loss wouldn't be detrimental. It stalls out for a second, but continues to rip there, and I was able to make a nice $2 a share on that almost exactly. So really nice there. And that was the last trade I took. The P&L for today ended up being, oh, this thing just went crazy, dude. I definitely undercapitalized, but I do think it also has to do with the fact that I was already down $40. Um, and I shouldn't be trading anything this expensive in any case. So, um, we'll take a look at my P&L. I think the P&L for today was about $15 and whatever. $15 and or yeah, $15.54 if my math is correct. Yeah. Yeah. $15.54. So yeah, that was the total P&L for today. Quite the swing for today, and I have to say I'm not super proud of it. I am very relieved that I'm not down $40 today, but I have to say that this was not the standard I hold myself to. I think that I should have done a little bit better to not be, I mean, making a mistake like pressing the wrong hotkey. That's really, you know, and trading after a $40 loss when I really should have walked away at $16. Not good either, but God bless me today. And with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and God bless you guys too. Um, I will see you all in the next one. Peace. Peace.